output in a low-stakes practice settings. You can do it in your bedroom, whenever, in whatever situation you're in. So it doesn't necessarily have to be in a classroom or in a lecture hall to do it. Just do it anywhere you want. And lastly, become a collector. Expanding vocabulary is important. Identifying new words is a big priority. These are four steps of word collection. The first one is capture new words. Whenever you encounter a new word, try to capture it and have it in a recording in a way. Meaning that if you go around the campus, around the university, you see a new word, try to take a picture of it, or like write it down on paper, or like write it down on your notes in your phones. Because by doing this will help. I'm going to, you don't necessarily have to know the meaning right away. It's okay if you don't know the meaning, but review each word. When you have time, the word that you've captured, try to look it up on Google and find the meaning of it, the definition of it, and find samples of the usage of the word. This will help a lot. Trust me, I've done this. And after that, when you have compiled so many words, it gets messy, right? So try to have an organization where you can use flashcards, for example. If you are, if you're not lazy, try to use flashcards, basically. And there are also apps to help you to organize your words. You can find it on Google Apps, on App Store. There's so many apps. The internet is limitless, so yeah. And if you don't want to be so fancy smashy, you can use a simple spreadsheet. It also works wonders. Just like a simple blank paper, you can write it down and paste it on the wall or wherever that you can easily see. And lastly, use your words, because what's the point of collecting words if you don't use it? Like when I was in standard 6, I was fascinated by the word despise. This is so silly, but when I was in standard 6, because despite carries the same meaning as dislike, it's a synonym for dislike or not liking something. So I tend to use the word despise in my daily conversation because I just want to like keep it in the back of my head, like instead of using I don't like something, I despise something. It sounds fancy and you look more intelligent, if you will. So yeah, use your words. And like some pro tips you can do is like color coding your flashcards. That's very useful as well. And tagging words. If you're in a class center, maybe tag the words, if you know what I mean. Yeah, okay. And lastly, you can use like different sets to help organize. Maybe the main topic is like moods. Underneath the moods you have happy, sad, angry, and so on and so forth. So with happy, it's not actually happy. There's other words for happy as well. So ecstatic, that's happy. Euphoria, that's happy as well. So use that word to help you to spice up your language skills as well. So yeah, I think that's it. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Najibah Syirah binti Razali, and I'm going to continue what Fatihah has said. Okay, flashcards then is one of the most common tools that learners use because it is easily portable and it is an excellent for learning short pieces of information or new words. If you use this flashcard then correctly, they are one of a great recall-based study strategy. But there are also cons in doing this flashcard. You should spend less time making it and don't put a lot of words in it. You just put enough information to test your memory and just write something that will serve as a cue to trigger your memory. This way, you will force your brain to work to produce the information and helps build and maintain strong memories. Okay. This flashcard is also promote rote memorization because when you use this flashcard, information is divorced from the context, and you will be using your vocabulary in a wide range of contexts in real life. So, if you only practice in rote drill, it will slow you down and when you need to use the words. Okay. Instead of translating words one by one, you can change the type of cues used on your flashcard. Instead of written word, you might represent a new meaning words with a picture or digital flashcard, or use audio files. You can also combine the flashcard with different hybrid style flashcard to make it interesting. Interesting. Okay. After that, you can testing yourself to avoid the pitfalls of rote memorization by making sure to practice using the word in context. You can also turn the flashcard then into a game, such as charades, and if you're working with a partner group, you can use this flashcard to play Pictionary. There are three types of flashcard. First is traditional flashcard. Traditional flashcard is when one written word on Arab is on the other side and the word written in English is on the other side. Okay. If the second one is audio flashcard, the spoken word in Arab on this side and the spoken word in English on the other side. Okay. The lastly, picture flashcard is a picture of a door on one side and the word written in Arab on the other side. Okay, this is the example of flashcard, and you can see it will make you feel interesting. Okay. Okay, this is the tip to use flashcard as a habit. First, small steps, many reps. Okay, this is to improve memorization when practicing new words. You don't have to practice. You don't have to practice in a long time, but you just need to practice little by little so that you can learn and memorize it better. Okay. So, you should increase portability by being selective in the number you take with you. It is not necessary to carry all the flashcards that you have, but you should only bring a little with you so that in your free time, you can look at it and learn. Okay, if you use the digital tools, you can look for apps that can sync to all your device like phone, laptop, computer, and web. Okay, wasted time. Okay, You can turn wasted time into useful time by when you are riding a bus, you can take out your flashcard and read it. If you are stuck in line at a grocery store or when you are on your way to the class, you can open it to do revision instead of open your Facebook or WhatsApp. Okay, so you can do a quick vocab review. Okay. After that, you can create a routine as a habit. You know, habits are very powerful because once you have established a pattern behavior, you are doing it without thinking. You find yourself doing it without thinking. So create a daily routine of open your flashcard and review it. 5 minutes a day or okay. Lastly, periodic review. This is after you have finished learning the flashcard. You can use them to keep your vocabulary strong. You can use it by doing sentence, or you can use it. You can select a few words to review. You can do each set review once each day. That's all from me. So we are going to play a video. Oh, sorry, technical problem.
And go to the place where they speak nothing but the language that you want to learn. Then live there for the next 6 to 12 months. It might be painful and lonely at times, but you will surely learn how to speak the language and enjoy some memorable experiences. Immersion. Perhaps easier and also effective is immersion, or when you learn a new language through exposure and context. So, for example, if you are learning Italian, do so in a pizzeria. You can try to read the menu, or maybe even go as far as order in Italian. Antipasti, pizza tonno, or gelato, anybody? Mnemonics. Mnemonics is a method to learn new vocabulary by creating an association that makes it easy to remember. For example, let's say you want to remember the French word choux, which means cabbage in English. Choux is pronounced like shoe in English. So you could imagine putting cabbages on your feet instead of shoes. Then, when you need to remember cabbage, your brain will think cabbage, shoes, shoe. Scriptorium. Scriptorium is an exercise in writing. Students write the language while simultaneously speaking it out loud. Before you write a sentence, you should first read it out loud. Second, say each word aloud again as you write it. And third, read the sentence aloud again after you have written it. The purpose of this exercise is to force yourself to slow down and pay attention to detail, and then review unknown words and refresh your grammar. Shadowing. Shadowing is used to learn vocabulary. You listen to new words through headphones and try to repeat, to shadow them out loud as quickly as you can. Inventor Alexander Archaeus, who speaks 50 languages, suggests that you do it while walking swiftly to maximize alertness and blood flow. Tech and apps. If you want to learn a new language, but you don't have anybody who can help, check out what's available online. Duolingo, for example, teaches many languages entirely for free. It's fun and effective if they make you practice reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Quizlet is a great tool to study vocabulary. It allows you to explore audio-supported flashcards, so you can learn new words and get the pronunciation right. Get a study buddy. If you are not into technology and would rather learn with others, do what popular YouTuber Timothy Turner, aka Polyglot Pal, recommends. Connect with people from around the world to teach and learn from each other via Skype. It's one of the things that worked for him, and he already speaks 20 languages, and he's not even 18. Thanks for watching. Also check out other Sprouts learning techniques, as they can complement the methods explained in this video. Please use the comments below to give us feedback, or tell us which of the techniques is your favorite, if any.
Okay, that's all from us. I'm sorry for our unorganized game or everything. Thank you for listening for our presentation. Thank you very much.